And I'm here to walk you through a little lesson on Wix so that you can use your class time on Wednesday, April 13th to go to the journal launch in Claver 315. So you can use this video as your tutorial for Wix and ePortfolios. So you can find all the information you need about working on the ePortfolios here on World Class. To read the assignment prompt and rubric, just go to Content and then Assignment Prompts. And if you click on ePortfolio Prompt and Rubric, you will be able to read the full ePortfolio prompt and rubric. And remember that what we're looking for here is a showcase of your academic and professional self. This is a tool that you can use to collect, showcase, and reflect upon the work you're doing in college, and then share that work with potential employers, potential grad schools, potential internships, things like that you might be applying for. So what we're looking for on the ePortfolio is a really polished reflection of your professional academic self, and that's going to include a minimum of 6 artifacts. Those are pieces of sample work that you've done either in jobs you've held or in classes you've taken at Regis. So some examples of artifacts you might include on your ePortfolio include academic papers, any of the work you've done for this class, your videos, your infographic. You can, if you're going into the arts, showcase photos or arts or anything like that. Before or after proofs of your editing work, examples of page design and layout, graphic design work, creative writing, or if you want to showcase all the great books you've read, you could do that through a website called Tiki-Talkie. Make a Tiki-Talkie timeline of books you've read. I'm going to be grading you on having all the required pages, and that includes a landing page, which could be the same as your About page. Your About page will have a professional headshot photograph or avatar image and a 1-paragraph professional bio. I'll show you more about that in a minute. You need a resume page with the resume embedded in the text and linked as a PDF, and I'll show you how to do all that. You need a contact page that either includes your email address or a contact form, and I will show you how to do that. And a sample work page or pages that contain your 6 minimum artifacts. Okay, you also need a 50 to 100 word reflection statement introducing each of those artifacts. And again, I'll show you some examples of that in a moment. We're looking for your site to be free of typos in spelling, punctuation, or grammar errors. We want to effectively organize the content, right, in a clear, simple way, and use images purposely and not merely as decoration. So we just want nice, clean, simple, easy to navigate design. And I'll show you what that looks like. So here on World Class, if you go under Readings and Resources, ePortfolios, you will find a bunch of useful tips about your ePortfolios as well as 4 great sample ePortfolios. So I'll show you English Major Example 3 first. This is Izzy Dino's website. You'll notice that she has a really simple, clean, crisp design. There's no busy images in her background. It's just green and black and white. Here on her homepage, which also serves as her About page, we have a photo of her and a little welcome, which includes what she's majoring in, what she hopes to do in the future. You do need an About page with one of these little bios. Bio can be written in first or third person, and you need some kind of photo that represents you, whether it's a nice image of your face or an avatar, a picture of your favorite flower, a favorite tree, something like that. Your name should be up at the top somewhere on your website. And at the bottom, a lot of these templates that you'll use in Wix come with a contact or social media links or this copyright. The key with this is just to make sure you update it. So if it says 2020 by someone's name, you want to change that to say your name. On your Instagram, in Twitter, LinkedIn links, you can either delete these or you can link them to your socials, depending on what you want to do. So Izzy has her About page as her home page. She has a resume page here that includes the full text of her resume embedded, as well as a link to download her resume as a PDF. You do need both. She also has, under Academia, notable coursework, which includes names of courses, when she took them, a little bit about the course and what they read in each course. And you'll notice that it's organized on the grid, so everything is consistently in the same place. It's very simple, very easy to skim, very satisfying. Simple is good. Also under Academia, she has a list of notable works read, and these include fiction and nonfiction titles with both the cover of the book and a little description of what the book is about. Under Works, she has multimedia works that she created for EN 301 that includes her infographic, her audio postcard, and her film analysis video. And you'll notice that again, using the grid system, the title of each piece is in the same place consistently every time. So is the little paragraph reflecting. And even the player windows and the thumbnail here are all consistently laid out on the page. So everything is aligned and designed in the grid. And then the link to watch it on the big screen is all in the same place. Now, when she's describing the piece, which all of you need one of these 50 to 100 word statements for each of your artifacts, she identifies what the assignment was. This is an audio postcard. For this assignment, I was challenged to make an audio postcard that captured life in quarantine during COVID. Next, she states what the argument or main idea of the piece is. In this postcard, I discussed the inability to visit movie theaters and the makeshift way I was able to make one at home. The third sentence, she hones in on what this sample represents about her skills, what kinds of design or academic skills it highlights. The sample highlights my script writing abilities and my audio mixing skills. In your reflections, you should do this too. What was the assignment? What did you say in it? And what does it showcase about you as a professional or creative? Izzy also has a separate tab called Written Works. And for this, she has PDFs of papers she's written, title of the paper, title of the course, when she took the course, reflection about what the paper is about. And then you can download the whole paper here. So this lets people skim and maybe look over the summary if they're not willing to read the whole paper. Finally, she has a contact page that includes a contact form, which I'll teach you how to make. But again, we've got a really simple, really crisp, really easy to navigate website. You'll notice on John Malone's multimedia sample e-portfolio that's also linked on World Class that he has separated, he's put his about and his contact on the same page, which is totally fine. He has a contact form, he has his bio here, and then he's separated his sample work into video work and other work. And this is because John wants to go into filmmaking as a career. So he needed a special page just for his video work. And again, he's got his little description. He's got the playback window, and each thing has a title too. Under other work, he has some graphic design and some audio editing. But really, he doesn't have any academic work on his site, and that's okay because he's not interested in a career in academia. He's not trying to showcase his writing skills. He's trying to showcase his filmmaking skills. So please do tailor your e-portfolio to what you are most proud of in your work at Regis and the kind of career you want to have when you graduate. So now let me show you a little bit about the nitty-gritty of Wix. When you go to Wix.com, and it's okay to use Weebly or Squarespace or WordPress or any of the number of other free website design sites if you like, but I'm going to be showing you Wix. You're going to make a free account with Wix, and when you log in, I'd like you to make a new site. So I'm going to click Create a New Site. And Wix can sometimes take a while to load. If it seems to be really running slow or wonky on one browser, just try it in a different browser. Try it in Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Internet Explorer even, and see which one it works best in. So they're going to ask you what kind of website you're creating. We're going to say portfolio because we're making an e-portfolio. And what Wix is going to do is it's going to show us some different templates. We don't need any of the stuff that it's recommending we add, so go ahead and just uncheck all the boxes and say next. And so Wix is going to ask you, do you want to let the ADI create the site for you or create it yourself? You definitely want to say create yourself. It will create endless headaches for you if you let it create it for you. So don't do that. Say edit template. And now it's going to give you a whole bunch of different templates. And what I want to stress is that all of these templates can be changed in every single possible way. These are just starting places, and you can change every single detail. What the image is, if there's an image at all, what the font is, what the color of the font is, the location of font on the screen. So what I wouldn't say is, oh, I don't like this font, so I'm not going to use this template. You could change that font. Or, oh, I don't like this picture of these people in their makeup. I don't want that picture. Well, you can cut that picture when you make your site. So, you can scroll through. If you see one that looks interesting, you can hover over it and click view and see it full screen. But when you find one that you like, I just want you to go ahead and click edit. So let's edit this one here. Now Wix is going to automatically save as long as you're connected to a stable internet connection. It's going to be automatically saving. And so anytime you log in and work, it'll save your progress, and you can edit your site from anywhere, from any machine. I do think it tends to work best on a laptop or a desktop, way better than it works on a phone or an iPad. But you do you. And our main system in Wix is going to really be like drag and drop, just like a lot of the features in Canva are when you were designing your infographic. So we'll just give it another second to load here. Wix is a free tool. You can use Wix. There's lots of bells and whistles you can add on that do cost money, but the basic site editor is totally free. And yeah, it's a very powerful tool. I think you'll like it a lot. So this is sort of taking, here we go. Okay, perfect. So what you'll notice is that you're looking at your site here right in front of you. And yet you can't click on anything, and that's because we're in the editing pane. If you want to experience your site the way a user would, you'll click preview. And now we're able to actually kind of click around as though we're actually on the site, and we can go to the different pages. But again, that's in preview is where you would kind of experience the site like a viewer would. When we're editing, back to editor, and we now want to navigate between pages, we're going to click page up here. And this is going to tell you what page we're currently on. So I'm on the About page. If I want to go to the News page, I'll click my pages and then click News, and I'll get over here to my News page. And I can edit that. Okay. So under Page and Manage Pages, this will also let you create different new pages for your site. And so I'm going to go back over here to About real quick. And so yeah, I'll click on Manage Pages. And I'm looking at all the site pages. There's a page for each of these projects in the portfolio. There's a home page, portfolio, About, News, Contact. If I want to add a page, I could do that here. If I want to add a link as a menu bar up here, I could do that. If I want to make a heading, like let's say I want portfolio to be a heading. So I'll say sample work. And this is going to be a heading that pops up here. And what I could do is create pages like, maybe I'll create one that says blank page. Maybe I'll create one that says academia. And that will go under sample pages. So under manage pages is where you're going to be able to kind of play with all of this. I don't want this to be called new page. I want to change the name. So I'll click the ... and click rename. You can also click the ... and delete a page, hide a page, duplicate a page. And you can drag and drop the pages. So I want this academia to be under sample work. You'll notice that now it's a drop down. And when I click preview, you'll see that this sample work is not a link I can actually click on. I can click on About, I can click on Portfolio, I can click on Home. Sample work I can't click on. It becomes a drop down menu, and I can click on Academia. Okay? So that's how you handle your pages. Everything in Wix is drag and drop. And so just to show you what this looks like, if there are text elements or photos on your page, you can always kind of pick them up just like they're objects, and you can move them around. If you want to edit text, you can double click on the text, and now we can change the font we're using. We can change whether it's bold, we can change the size, we can change the color, we can make texts links, right? We can center it, turn into bullets, all of these amazing things that you can do, okay? If you want to add things to your page, you'll use this button on the left that says Add. And here, if I click that, it shows me all the things I can add. I can add text boxes. And if you click it, it just automatically populates in the page. I can add images, and these might be images from your own computer, right? It'll just take you into your upload media. So now if I click upload media, upload from computer, I can find different images from my computer, right? So maybe I want to upload this picture of the Yule Ball ad. It's going to upload it into my Wix. And then when I click add to page, it'll show up right there. And now I can grab the sides, I can resize it, I can move it around, I can do whatever I need to do. Other things you can add to your pages. You can add buttons. And this is what you're going to do for your resume. You're going to add a button for your resume PDF, and it's going to be a text button. I'll just do this one. This is fine. So now I've got this button here, and I'm going to click change text and icon, and I'm going to say resume PDF. And now I've got my resume PDF button here. to link it to the PDF of my resume, I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click the link button. I'm going to link it to a document. I'm going to choose my file. Now I need to upload the PDF of my resume. So again, I'll go into Upload from Computer. I will find my resume. Mine is called a CV because I'm an academic. And I'll upload it. And then I'll add it to the page. Now it's linked. And now, when you click on Preview, you'll notice that this button, I can click on it, and I will get the PDF of the resume here, of this sample resume. Pops up in a new tab and everything. So that's how you link a PDF to a button. Just to go back to the editor for a minute, if you wanted to change the color of this button, you totally could. You can change colors, fonts, and everything in Wix at any time. So, sorry, I'm having a bit of a lag here, so it's going back and forth. You just want to click on your item and then click on Design. And now we can change what it looks like, but we can also click Customize Design, and we can change the color. I want the color to be red. Now it's red. I want to change what color it is when I hover over it. I want it to be blue when I hover over it. Now let's see what that looks like. When I click Preview, it's red, and when I hover it over it, it turns blue. So Wix is really powerful and really easy to use, really intuitive to use. So if you wanted to add, let's say, a video player to play maybe one of the videos, and by the way, you can also delete anything. So I could grab all of this here and just hit delete, get rid of anything I don't want to have here. So if I want to add my video, so you can add image, you can add your infographic, anything like that. You can add photo galleries. You can add all kinds of decorative or interactive elements. You can add shapes, you can add containers. But if you wanted to add a link to your video, what you want to do is click on Video and Music, and then you're going to select one of these players. So if your video that you made for me or another video that you want to put on your site lives on YouTube, then you'll put in the YouTube player, put it where you want it, and then just click on Change Video and enter the link to your YouTube video, and it will put your YouTube video right here. Pretty cool. You can also upload a video from your computer or link a video to Vimeo, Facebook, Dailymotion, or Twitch. So that's super easy to use too. If you wanted to put up a song that you made or some kind of audio file, again, we would just click on Add, Video and Music, and then click an audio player. And you could choose any of these types of audio players that you want, or if you want to link to something in SoundCloud or Spotify, you could do that. So Wix has all kinds of good things going on here. You can include a blog on your site. You can include calendars, anything like that. For the most part, what you'll need though is just adding text, image, button, and maybe video and music. If you want to change the background or any of the kind of design elements of Wix, you can always just go to Site Design here on the left. It'll let you choose a new site theme, a new page background. So if I don't want a white background, I can click on Page Background and choose a new color. Maybe I want my background to be gray now. You can make images your background for your pages, but I would really recommend against it. We want to make your page as easy as possible to read. So light background, dark font, or dark background, light font, but no busy backgrounds. Yeah, those are pretty much the main things you're going to need to know. If you want to change how your menu looks here, like I don't like how this is itals for these links, just click on your menu and then click Design, and you can change Customize Design. You can change the font, the color. So I'm going to make my text font something sans serif. There you go. So now we've got this here. Okay. Please note that at the bottom of this, we've got this kind of like copyright 2023 by architects. You are not architects, so you want to change it to your name, any kind of copyright. You don't need a copyright here at all. You could just delete it if you want. But if you keep it, make sure it has your name and not some stranger's name. Same thing with the social. these are just blank social media links that link nowhere. So if you're not going to link them, just get rid of them. If you are going to link them, then click it and click Set Social Links. And then you can link to your specific Facebook page here. Or, right, you can get rid of it by hitting the trash button. Okay? And now we just have Facebook and Twitter. And we can link to them. So those are the basics of Wix. The last thing I'll show you is if you look up at this top left-hand side of the screen here, it says desktop and switch to mobile. When you click switch to mobile, it shows you what your site is looking like on a phone. Now, you can't have things on the phone that you don't have on the desktop or vice versa. You might have to, on the phone, rearrange the organization of some things to make it look nice. So just make sure that when you design your e-portfolio, you also look at how it looks on your mobile, when someone's viewing it on their phone. Whenever you're ready and your site is ready to go, you will just click publish, okay? And then that makes your site go live. And you will, when you hit publish, you'll be given a link. And so when you get that link, I want you to just, that's the link that you will use to send me the draft of your site. And that's the link you'll use when you show your site to employers or give your site to your grandma to go look up or anything like that. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. The best way to learn Wix is to play around and get stuck and ask Google for help. Google has lots of help for Wix. Wix, how do I add a photo gallery? And when you look it up, you will definitely find all the help you need through Wix's support. So ask Google some questions, get yourself stuck, play around, and I am going to look at a draft of your site on Wednesday, April 20th, when we're back together in the classroom at our usual time. Thanks so much, and good luck making your website. Have fun, and email me if you have any questions.